Mason's making music again and running out of outfits. But I'm in my festive green and just hoping you're having a good day. You know, December 10th, we are edging closer and closer to 2021. Come on, it's got to be better. Come on, it really does. This has been a tough year. I don't want to say it sucks because there have been some really wonderful things like my doing this, my learning how to do this, my learning so much about technology. I now know how to operate iMovie. That is huge for me, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not really technically that's not really my wont. So it's been a challenging time, but look at all the things I get to, the good things that have happened is my husband and I have, it's been really great with the past months. There are times where we've wanted to kill each other, but so many fewer than I would have expected. And here we are, we're still here. We're still frickin' here. So that's good and that's bad. And so now I'm going to sing a song for you that was one of the first arrangements that was ever done for me by Brian Lasser. This was actually done, well, it's not one of the first, but since it was a long career together, yes, it is one of the first. When we opened Don't Tell Mama in 1983, it was Nancy Lamott and myself were asked to open Don't Tell Mama, and we alternated days and weeks, and it was, when Don't Tell Mama was brand new and gorgeous, and it was the 80s, big hair, big shoulder pads. I had a gold lame jumpsuit, and who doesn't want a gold lame jumpsuit? I wish I had that today, although I don't think it would fit, not after COVID. But this was the number that Brian Lasser arranged for me for our first show, first night. And now for you, because I have such optimism about 2021. Yeah. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Could be, who knows? There's something due any day, I will know right away, soon as it shows. It may come cannonballing down from the sky, gleam in its eye, bright as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, under a tree. I've got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, door will knock. Open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner, or whistling down the just by holding still. It will be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy. Meet a guy. Pull up a chair. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Could be. Who knows? Maybe. Yay! Oh, thanks, Stearns. I know, isn't it a fantastic arrangement? It really is beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy first day of Hanukkah to all of you. My husband's Jewish, and so it's first day of Hanukkah, and we celebrate, well, we celebrated ish, you know. We're kind of fallen away people. But it is a great arrangement. Thanks, Rick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and I know Paul, he got his award this week. It's so fantastic. It's, you know, in this crazy, crazy world, as someone pointed out, it's really good to be acknowledged because it doesn't always happen for a writer. And for a writer and a producer and my sweetie, it was really lovely. And he gave such a lovely speech. And he's so inspired by the video that we did. We're actually going to release it as a single. And it turned out really beautifully. I've learned more, he's learned more since we recorded We Never Ran Out of Love, we just ran out of time. And it couldn't be more appropriate for right now, for, you know, the people that we continue to lose every day. It's just not right. This song is for my baby, my husband. The first time I sang this song, I didn't want to sing it because it seemed like everybody and their uncle had sung this song. And I thought, what have I got to bring to it? And then Barry Kleinbort and Christopher Denny convinced me, as they do, to take a chance. And I keep learning this lesson over and over and over and over again, is to take a chance. And this is for my sweet Paul Rolnick. Okay, there will be a slight delay. Talk amongst yourselves. It's coming. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you. Wonderful you, it had to be you. Why do I do just as you say? Why can't I just give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate that kept on saying I had to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Well, okay. This is why. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You know, Kelly, I know it's such a beautiful song. Oh, my mom and dad's favorite song was Always. And I'm going to do that next week just because I know it's a beautiful song, beautiful old song. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, hold on. I'm just going to get a glass of water. All right. I promised this for my friend Tom Bozell. You know, I've always said that if somebody requested something, I would give it my best shot. A lot of times, you know, it's hard to fit it in a show, or it's hard to, you know, figure out where to put it in a show. But Barry, Chris, and I did a Candor and Ebb show. Oh, it feels like yesterday, but I think it was 2 years ago. And we did it in the Berkshires. I think it was the Barrington Stage Company, I think. And I loved this show. I absolutely adored this show. We've been talking about doing a CD of it maybe the next year, because it's just magnificent. Those two, oh God, I'm so freaking lucky to work with such masters, such gentle, generous masters. But Tom Bozell told me, as we were putting the show together, and Tom and I have known each other in Chicago since Oh, Tom, I'm going to say late 70s. Yike! How can that be? I'm only 28. Um, but he said that this was one of his favorite songs, and would I do this song? And I um, looked at it, and Barry and Chris loved it. And so this is for you, my sweet, sweet friend, Tom Bozell. Okay. Lying all alone, I'm thinking, staring at the stars. I wonder, since I've been away, I'm lonely when I'm gonna go back home. Walking through the world, things happen right before your eyes. Things happen, soon enough you're lost and thinking when I'm gonna go back home. Oh me, oh my, time goes slow. Where's it gone to? I don't know. But maybe times will turn. I pray so. Maybe someday I'll get lucky. Someone's gonna say, all right then, take the train and go back home. But maybe times will turn. I pray so. Maybe somehow I'll get lucky. Someone's gonna say, go home now. Take the train and go back home. Hop a freight and go back home. Boy, that's magnificent. Keandra Knapp. Hey, just in case, you're sitting around with a couple of loose dollar bills or something. Exactly. uh, I've been giving money to Actors Fund and to Chris and to Barry and Ruby and keeping a little for myself just 'cause. But trying to pay everybody and just for the holidays, I know it's really hard. I know this is a miserable time to ask for tips, but if you can, great. If you can't, also great. It's no big deal. I appreciate it more than you know, but I also appreciate that you're here, and that's more important to me. That you're here and enjoying this and, thinking, hey, she's not bad for an old bird. This past week, actually, I found some ornaments from Love Never Dies, and I put on Facebook that if anybody wanted them, maybe for a donation and send me $5 for postage, And I got rid of all of them and made the donation actually to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. So, everybody needs a lot of help right now. And even though we have a vaccine on the horizon, kinda, we have it on the horizon, 2021. But there are a lot of actors and a lot of everybody who's out of work. A lot of everybody who's out of work. I think it really hits the arts, not the hardest, but certainly one of the hardest occupations to have during this, because, who's going to sit in a theater? Me, I'm lucky. I've learned how to do this. And so I can sing to you and jam kazam with Chris and Barry. So, and Ruby here. So it's really good that I get to do this. It keeps me relatively sharp, and I get to plug a lot of things in and create my lovely star curtain. That's right. Oh, I love this. That is true. On Sunday, I'm going to be David Mayoko's, one of his special guests, me and Eugene Ebner. And David Mayoko I've known David for a long time too. And Sue Mitsuki, who posted that, David, it does a magnificent Liberace. And when I was growing up, my mother loved Liberace because my mother was a pianist. And so she loved Liberace. And it's nice to, this is my one brush with fame. So I'll be doing a show with Liberace on Sunday with David Mayoko. So please drop by. I'm sure the information, Sue, if you want to post the information again, that would be great. Ruby, if you want to post that, there you go, on Facebook Live with David Mayoko. And so please, if you can, you got a couple minutes. I appreciate your being here. And this is one of my very favorite, well, let's see, I think I'm going to do this out of order. This was written by Barry Kleinbort. And then we'll do the up-tempo after it. I think I don't want to do up-tempo ballad. I think I would like to do this. So, this was written by Barry Kleinbort for a musical he wrote called Was. Oh, such a great, great musical. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this song has been recorded by, quite a few people. Rebecca Luker recorded it. I think Brent Barrett recorded it. A lot of people have recorded it. And it's a magnificent song. And now I'm going to sing it for you. Barry Kleinbort. There's a film that plays inside my head, full of things we did and words we said. We were both so young, didn't have a dime. All we had was plenty of time. But the world was sweet and life was fine, and the nights were warm as apple wine, and we shared a bed that was made for two, where at night I'd tell all my dreams to you, and you'd promise they would come true in time. I would teach far away, thinking how the two of us went astray. Still I close my eyes and the movie plays that remembers us in our prime, and I get to view me and you in a time when all that we had was yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay. Nothing's impossible, I have found, for when my chins are on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, la 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 la. Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Be grateful for a pleasant trip and pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Nothing's impossible, I have found, for when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Be grateful for a pleasant trip and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Work like a soul inspired till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Won't you remember the famous men who had to fall to rise again? And pick yourself up, dust yourself off, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. I'll get some self-assurance if your endurance is great. I'll learn by easy stages if you're courageous and wait. To find the strength I want to, I must hang on to your hand. Maybe by the time I'm 40, or before I'm rigor mortis, nothing too profound, for when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Don't lose your grip, keep your confidence if you slip, and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. Work like a soul inspired, though your troubles keep you in a whirl. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my girl. Won't you remember the women and men who had to fall to rise again? So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, eat a few cakes, have a few drinks, and all start all over again. Okay, so the end of that song is have a few drinks, eat a few cakes, make a few calls, and then brain fart. All right, well, thank God that didn't happen during Barry's song or the one that Tom requested. That would be bad. Anyway, thank you all so much. I want to sing this next song for you. Actually, next week will be the last show for 2020. What? And next week, Ruby Lochner is going to sing. She has got a magnificent voice. Beautiful, beautiful lady. And she's going to sing. So not only she produces, she sings. She's a Renaissance gal. She does everything. And so it'll be so much fun next week. It'll be a lot more Christmas. And hope you'll be here. You know, just ho, ho, ho. I'll have lots of bells, my Santa hat, my jewel-encrusted Santa hat, and hope you'll be here. If you can, make a donation, make a virtual tip. You know, I'd be happy, happy, happy. If you want to make a request for a song and you want to make a donation, that would be perfect. I have this thing that, just in case, and I know time is kind of running out because of the USPS, but I thought what I would do is offer, just in case anybody would like, as stocking stuffers, any of my 7 CDs. You know, Paul and I were talking about this, and of course, Paul has produced all of them, except for the first one, but he remastered that one. And we thought what we would do is, if anybody wants, we would offer 2 CDs for $20. Just let me know ASAP, and I can get them to you ASAP. You can pick any 2, and just let me know. Either send me an email, send me an IM. You know, just get in touch with me. There's always ways to get in touch with this gal, and let me know, and I can get those CDs out to you. We're going to be doing a new one. We're talking about doing a new one this year, and then the following year doing maybe Kander and Ebb. So we want to do a lot more CDs. You know, I think if nothing else, this time has taught us tempus fugit, right? Do it now. Do it now. Be brave and do it now. I adore you all. Thank you all so very much for coming and inspiring me and forcing me to put up my beautiful star curtain. Oh my God. What I've learned during COVID. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. I have a beautiful family. I have a beautiful husband. I have beautiful friends and fans, and a great producer, great collaborators. Oh, thanks, Well Sumitsuki, another singer who totally understands when your mind goes, yeah. Ah, it's so frustrating. This is my one of my favorite Christmas songs. And I'll tell you a little story about it, actually. When my sisters and I, my older sister and I, or as I like to call her, my vastly older sister, Kathy, we used to watch Meet Me in St. Louis every Christmas, every year, weep mercilessly. And that moment when Judy Garland sings to her sister, we were messes. So when Kathy started having her family, she decided she wanted to create this, you know, Tootie and Judy moment. Someone's calling right now. It's probably my sister telling me, don't ever refer to me again as your vastly older sister. But she had her little daughter. They sat on the steps of their home, and she started to sing this next song to her daughter. And within about 2 measures, Stephanie was up in her room playing, and Kathy was left on the steps crying. It's not exactly the memory she had in mind, but still, it's a lovely one, and I've used it for years. So this, all right, this is for you all. Thank you, and we'll see you next week, right? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Thank you. Be safe and see you next week.